The female boss placed her servant's hand on her own head, as a gesture of submission to her servant. Why would a female boss submit to her own servant? It turns out that during a sea excursion, Mary and her servant Jack had their kayak malfunction, leaving them stranded at sea. Fortunately, they came across an island the next day. Mary immediately woke up the sleeping Jack, and they hurriedly paddled toward the island. Soon after, they successfully reached the island. Upon landing, Jack's first action was to run to the highest point on the island, to check if there were any signs of human habitation. However, he found no traces of human activity on this deserted island. Mary didn't believe Jack's report, and demanded he climb up again to check more carefully, but Jack refused to climb again, as he was completely exhausted. When Mary discovered Jack hadn't followed her instructions, she became furious, and yelled at Jack, threatening to withhold his wages when they returned, and used many profanities against him. This finally enraged Jack. He threw away Mary's luggage and refused to work for her anymore, telling her to get out of his sight. Mary hadn't fully realized her situation yet. On this deserted island, she had no survival skills whatsoever. Without Jack's help, she could barely last a few days. As for Jack, he not only found an abandoned house on the hilltop, but also caught a lobster from the sea. The hungry Mary envied this greatly. She begged for a bite of Jack's food, but Jack would rather throw the leftovers into the fire than share with Mary. This scene brought Mary to tears. Then Jack threw her a piece of clothing, and told her she'd have to wash his clothes if she wanted food. With no choice, Mary obediently washed Jack's clothes. Over the next few days, whenever Mary disobeyed Jack's orders, Jack would be harsh with her. One day, Mary gathered some firewood, then knelt directly in front of Jack, and placed his hand on her head, to show her complete submission to him. As Jack watched his former boss now firmly under his control, he couldn't help but feel a rush of dominance.